How's it going, guys? Welcome to Ambro's Landscape YouTube channel. In today's video we are doing a riding shotgun, and so this will be the first small official mowing of the 2020 year. And so as you guys can see, I got this backside to do at this one account. Not gonna take long at all. It should only take probably about 10-15 minutes, if even that, to mow it. So I came here the other day, did all the weed whacking along the edges, so that's all done, which is great. And then so we're just gonna get the walker mower, mulch over this. As of right now, I am solo. My good employee Reese had just moved away over to Eastern Washington, so he is gone. So right now I am going solo for at least a little bit. So anyways, so it's gonna be a little slow year. What my goal is to go solo for at least 2-3 months, and then the money that we would pay for an employee is to pay off whatever business debt we have, which is basically the Kubota tractor as well as the Kubota plow. And yeah, and then potentially find someone maybe part-time later this year. So we'll kind of see how it goes. Hope you guys can hear me. I'm using my little Osmo Action, so just try to get back into the YouTube sense, and it's a lot easier to record on this thing than it is my big hunking camera. But I got the mower running. We're gonna get it back there, get a little bit of mowing done. We got some hedge trimming to do, some bed cleanups, and it's just gonna be a fun little short day. We got some nice sun, blue skies, which is so nice because the weather here in Washington has just been absolute crap with this overcast and rain and blah. So we're gonna get the mower, go get mowing. Let's get started. Alright guys, so I just got done mowing this back section. Now if you guys notice, I kind of cut it in sections. So I did this section, then stopped, did this section, then stopped. And the only reason why I'm doing that is for video sakes, because if I were to just set the camera right here, because this is a long narrow stretch, you would not really see much mowing. So that's the only reason why I'm doing it in patches. Typically we would just do this whole thing in just a single stretch. Alright guys, so I just got back from lunch. All the mowing is done, so now I'm taking the weed whacker, or I kind of want to know what you guys think. So I call them weed whackers or trimmers, string trimmers. I've heard Wally from Beach River call them sticks. Don't know why. So anyways, let me know what is the correct term that you guys call these things. I call them weed whackers, and then sometimes I'll call them string trimmers, because if I tell my employee go grab a trimmer, I don't know if he's thinking hedge trimmer or string trimmer. So here's the little island that I'm doing. As you guys can see, I gotta clean up my edges, and I'm gonna show you guys like how good this looks after I trim this up. So there's no really defined beds. Clients don't want to pay for bed redefining, so we just, you know, keep up with the weed whacking or the string trimming, whatever you call it. So I'm going to show you guys. Here's the before of this. Like I said, there's really no defined bed, and I'll show you what it looks like after we do the string trimming. So let's go ahead and get started. So as you guys can see, that flinged up a lot of crap towards your way. So now there's a correct way to do this really nice edging. Well, first let me show you guys what it looks like now. So this is just really quickly just taking the weed whacker over it and just cleaning up my edges. As you guys can see, it cleans up the weeds. And this is just temporary just because it's not really the warmest right now. Today would probably be a good day to spray, but the temperatures are still fairly low where the spray, the herbicide doesn't really kind of kick in. So we try to tend to wait till it warms up a little bit. But as you guys can see, now we have a nice cleaner edge, and this was just really quickly done with the weed whacker. Now there is a correct way to do it. You can get a spade, you can go along the edges by foot and do that. The reason why we don't do that is because it's not in our contracts and my clients don't want to pay for it. Second, which is another great option, which is the bed redefiner. If you guys remember, I did a bed redefiner review on the 𝐒𝐬, and I didn't like it, especially in my area, because there's a lot of clay around here. There's a lot of tree roots, a lot of rocks. We call them squim potatoes because they're like literally everywhere throughout the ground. So this is just a simple, quick way, especially this time of the year, that we just take a weed whacker, clean up the edges, and we get it looking all nice and good. And then of course we'll take the backpack blower, we'll go back over this, kind of clean this all up and kind of spread it out so you don't really see too much of it. But this is just a quick little tip and easy way of getting nice clean lines. And you don't necessarily need the Edger Pro in order to get this line. It makes it a little bit easier. Just be very cautious when doing it. It's because the string will actually fling, especially like we got a lot of pine cones and crap. It will fling it off. So you got to be careful of windows, the houses, especially vehicles, not to damage anything. So we have more weed whacking to do. So let's get over there and get it done. So this is the section I got mowed. This is probably one of the nicest parts throughout this whole property. So it looks nice and even and clean, even though the ground is, I'm actually sinking in it right now as we speak. So now we have this section right here, which is this hillside slope. So all that needs to be weed whacked. So we're gonna get this all weed whacked because the mower just cannot get to this. This is the downside about, they just did this recently, I don't know why, but they have all this, like I told you guys previously, they have horrible drainage problems. You got this really steep slope. So you can see that they're running all these tubes all the way down there. And usually I get to mow up until about that spot right there. So all this has to be basically weed whacked, which I really don't want to do. But we're gonna get it done this time. And I don't know if eventually they should be draining this down, or sorry, burying this, but let's just get this weed whacked. All right guys, all done. So this is what it all looks like. It's kind of hard to see it on this camera, but all blended looks good. So I have a little bit more weed whacking to do, so I'm gonna get that done, blow off, possible some hedge trimming, and then we'll call it good. So see you guys at the next spot or something, I don't know, bye. All right guys, so that is it today. So we're gonna call it an early day because I'm gonna go home and do some video editing real quick. So we're gonna save the hedge trimming and stuff for another day, which is not a problem, but at least we got all the mowing and stuff done. So So yeah, all the beds are kind of, I mean, the beds don't look too good right here. I'm gonna have to do some moss out or some fertilizing really soon. But all the beds are all cleaned up, edged, everything's blown off. So it looks really good. So anyways, at least gonna go try to enjoy some of the sun a little bit before it goes away at home. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. My goal, and I say this in every video, my goal is to stay a little bit more consistent. And so I'm trying to find better ways of being able to stay consistent with bringing the minimum amount of camera equipment that I can to the job site. So I'm not sitting there lugging around all my camera stuff because it just gets to be too much. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any questions, be sure to leave them down below. And I'm locked out of my truck. There it is. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, subscribe. I'll talk to you guys next time.